Alright guys, so Apple is wasting no time today releasing the first beta for iOS 26.2. Developer Beta 1 has been released today, as you can see right here. Now this is currently available to registered developers and public beta testers. I would say you'll see this populate for you within the next 24 to 48 hours. Now of course in this video we're going to go over everything that we've noticed is new so far with the latest beta. Now aside from iOS 26.2 Developer Beta 1, Apple also released iPadOS, WatchOS, HomeOS, tvOS, and visionOS 26.2 Developer Beta 1, all available to registered developers to download as of today. Now, as we head on over into settings, head on over into general, about, and iOS version. Obviously, this is the first beta. You see there a long build number. So this software won't be available for at least a month and a half to the general public. But today we're going to take a look at some of the latest new features and changes that Apple is planning to bring to the iPhone with this next major update. Now, the first thing to note is that Apple has added 3 additional new features to the podcast application. And we do have a new splash screen, as you see right here. So we now have chapters, podcast mentions, and of course from this episode, which is the third option there. So yeah, the podcast application now gets 3 additional new features with iOS 26.2 Developer Beta 1. Now I have this iPhone here running iOS 26.1 versus 26.2 on this device, just to show you some of the key differences, because as we go into the news application, so let's go into the news application here, the Apple News. Let me show you some of the key differences, because the Apple News application has also been redesigned. As you can see right here, we have all the categories going across the top here on the latest version, and down here, instead of having sports, we now have the audio tab, and then we also have the following tab. And when we click here, you see there the search tab is now a little different here as well. So if you go to search, you see that things look a little bit different. So minor changes happening here within the news application with this latest software update as well. Now also great news for AirPods customers in the EU. If you have AirPods that support live translation, the feature has now been confirmed by Apple, and it will be coming to the EU next month with this next software update, iOS 26.2. Now with this update, Apple has updated Liquid Glass, or at least the capability to customize Liquid Glass even further, adding new options to customize the opacity of the clock on the lock screen. So I have iOS 26.1 here on the right and 26.2 beta, and if we tap on the clock here, you see that we now have an additional slider on the latest beta that allows us to change the opacity of that clock to add more liquid glass or less liquid glass, as you can see right there. So we have this new opacity toggle down here. So that is full on, I guess you can say, frosted glass. And if we go back here and go all the way to the left, you see this is completely clear liquid glass. So yeah, this is something new. Apple continues to give users the option to customize liquid glass even further, something not previously possible with previous versions of iOS 26. And I'm happy to see this. Hopefully we'll see more options like this being added to the operating system. Either way, guys, that about brings it into this video. Obviously, I'll continue digging around the operating system and give you guys a follow-up video if I come across any additional new features and changes within iOS 26.2. Make sure to stay tuned and follow for more. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.